Hey, friends. So last week I took you through a training of going from wounded to whole with 5 specific steps to heal everything, or 5 steps that heal everything. And so today I'm going to take you through a practice of that. I'm going to guide you through the process. The thing to know is that the degree to which your nervous system is regulated, liberated, and expanded is the degree to which you will feel safe and worthy enough to receive everything you desire. And that's true in every area of your life, from your relationships to your health to work and wealth. So, the answer to, and today we're going to focus on anxiety and worry, just because it's such a common um, emotion. But the answer to releasing anxiety and worry lives in finding a deep sense of peace and limitlessness in your own nervous system. And so that's what we're doing today. So I'm going to give you a brief introduction on the hatching process itself. And if you want to skip that, just move to the 4-minute mark or so, and that should be when this practice is going to start. If you're watching this on the replay, if you're live with me, just bear with me. So hatching is a practice that I developed over 20 years of working with hundreds and hundreds of clients. It's based on those 5 core missing experiences that I have discovered most of us need to thrive in our lives. And that includes to thrive in our relationships, in our businesses, in our wealth and finances. The first is unconditional permission, the absolute right to exist exactly as you are. The second is unconditional love. The third is unconditional and unwavering support. And the fourth is unconditional appreciation and praise. And finally, the fifth is unconditional radical trust. These are 5 key missing experiences that we needed as children, that when we don't get, something in us starts to contract, something in us starts to feel small, unsafe, unsupported, unworthy, undeserving. And that is what creates a lot of the blocks, a lot of the anxiety, the worry that we are working with today. So when you provide yourself with these 5 key missing experiences, you're essentially healing the wounds of your past while you're activating your own potential and awakening the future that's possible for you. Providing yourself with these 5 core missing experiences, you're going to find that your nervous system starts to settle all by itself. It starts to regulate. It starts to open. Your mind starts to calm, and your body really starts to relax and become spacious. And it's that sense of spaciousness and expansion, both in here and in here, that starts to allow you to show up as both the most peaceful and powerful version of yourself. And it's that spaciousness that allows you to start receiving and holding more of everything you want. So when that happens, you start to suddenly feel safe being seen. You start to feel safe being supported by life. And a lot of the armoring and resistance dissolves. And that's when worthiness, deservingness, feeling capable of creating and receiving what you want starts to really permeate your being. When our nervous system is no longer contracted, essentially some kind of aliveness starts to flow in us. And when our own inner aliveness starts to flow, then our ability to achieve, receive, and hold what we desire expands exponentially. That's also when the outer flow starts to be restored and resume. So as your inner flow expands, so does the outer flow. So through this 5-step practice, you're going to start feeling safe being you, feeling safe being here, feeling safe taking space and becoming big. And you're going to start feeling safe being seen in that bigness, as well as feeling safe wanting, creating, and receiving what you want. Through this practice, you start to really anchor your identity in expansion, and you start to become the version of yourself that is already whole, already worthy, already wealthy, and already free. So the truth is, this practice is deeply anchored in science and psychology in terms of providing safety and regulating the nervous system, but it's also a deeply spiritual practice. So it's going to not only regulate your nervous system, but also liberate every parts of you that has ever felt small, scared, stuck, like it would be safer to hide out. And in that way, you start, this is a practice that essentially nourishes all of you: body, mind, heart, and soul. So, this is my brief intro. If you want to know more about those 5 core missing experiences and why they're the key to healing your past and unlocking your potential in the future you're destined for, then just look at the training I did a week ago. And you'll have all the details of exactly why these 5 core experiences are important. And if you want one-on-one support where you can customize this regulation, liberation, expansion practice to you, to your own unique wounds and blocks, as well as your own unique goals, then you can click the link in the description and book a 90-minute one-on-one with me at a significant discount. All right, let's get to it. So I want to invite you to close your eyes and just take a few deep breaths, allowing every single one of your breath to be a bridge home to yourself, a bridge that helps you land back in your own body and in the living experience of this moment. So allow your breath to become deeper and slower, and with every breath, just coming home to yourself, coming home to your body, to this moment, more and more. And I invite you to feel as if every single in-breath expands you, opens you, and every single out-breath releases any tension that you're holding more and more. Breathing in, opening, expanding, and breathing out, releasing. Right now, you can let go of your past and your future. Right in this moment, there's nothing broken, nothing to fix, nothing to figure out, nothing to prove or improve. And there's nothing to do except simply come home to you. As you breathe, keep sinking deeper and deeper in your own body, in your own being. And notice that there's intelligence here, there's aliveness here. And with every breath, you're allowing yourself to become more and more open to this living wisdom that is within you. And so, as you sit here deeply connected to your whole self, let your body and let all the little young parts of you know that it is safe to come forward today. It is safe to communicate with you. Let all parts of you know that all of you is safe. All of you is welcome here. All of you is supported. And so now that we've fully centered back into our own self, I want to invite you to bring to mind something in your life that is creating anxiety and worry. And allow yourself to feel all the parts of you that are feeling worried and anxious. Notice Anything in you that starts to tighten, to contract, to armor. Just look through your body for a minute and notice any part of you that is really worried, really anxious. Where do you feel that in your body? Find that contraction, that fear, that worry, that sense of limitation in your body. Maybe it's your throat, maybe it's your chest, maybe it's your solar plexus or your stomach or your belly. Find it and put a hand on it. And maybe you can feel it in a couple different places. And so allow yourself to use both hands. And when you're putting a hand on it, you're letting that part of you know, that part of you that feels anxious and worried. You're letting that part of you know that you hear it, that you're right there with it. And as you sense into that anxious contraction in your body, and you connect to that part of you that is feeling worried and anxious about what's going on, notice if there's any words associated with it. Maybe there's some specific sensation or feelings associated with your worry, like heavy, stuck, drained, overwhelmed, dread. And if this part of you who's feeling all of this worry and anxiety could speak and tell you what about what's going on feels really heavy to it, feels very scary to it, what might it say? And so you should leave this part of this practice with a feeling, and maybe the feeling is simply anxious, and there's no other way to describe it. And you should leave this part of the practice with maybe 2, 3 words that describe what's going on. And so it sounds something like this: feeling really heavy about paying the bills this month, or feeling really frustrated or really overwhelmed about this health issue, or about bringing in more clients. So find a few words that represent this contraction as best you can. Maybe it's clear, maybe it's not. That's okay. And you still have your hand at this point where you feel that contraction. And now I'm going to invite you to start tapping lightly where you feel the contraction and to start rocking slightly forward and back. So as you're tapping on this contraction, you're rocking forward and back gently. And now I want to invite you to turn towards this part of you. And this tapping and rocking, you want to think of like having a young child on your lap that is really struggling, and you're rocking with them and you're tapping on their back and you're essentially letting them know, I'm right here, I've got you. It's okay. And so as you turn towards this part of you that feels anxious and worried, I want to invite you to repeat in your own mind some words, as if you're speaking to this part of you who feels really overwhelmed. And you're going to say to this part of you, hi, sweetheart. I'm right here with you. I see you. I feel you. And keep rocking, keep tapping, keep breathing, and keep repeating after me in your own mind quietly, speaking to this part. It's okay to feel, And here you're going to fill in the blanks, repeating back the few words that your anxious part shared with you earlier. And here's a couple examples. It's okay to feel overwhelmed and be really worried about XYZ. It's okay to feel heavy or have a pit in our stomach about figuring out XYZ. So keep rocking, keep breathing, and give permission. It's okay. It's okay to feel the way you feel. It's okay to be where you're at. Here, you're letting this part of you that feels small, limited, scared, overwhelmed, know that it has a right to exist. And it has a right to exist exactly as it is, no matter what. And so keep tapping, keep rocking as you continue to repeat after me in your own mind, gently speaking to this part. And you say to this part, I want you to know that I love you no matter what. I want you exactly the way you are. And I love you exactly as you are. I love you no matter what. You are so important and precious to me. Here you're letting this contracted part of you know that it is loved and wanted unconditionally, no matter what. And so just take a couple breaths and allow your anxious part to really take in that love, to feel wanted exactly the way it is, and feel how that feels in your body. And still tapping, still rocking and breathing, continue to gently speak to that part of you, letting them know, I am right here with you. I've got you. No matter what happens, I support you 100%. And whatever comes our way, we're going to figure it out together. You never have to be alone with any of it ever again. I've got you. I'm right here for you. Here, you're letting this part of you know that it is unconditionally supported and held, no matter what. No matter what, it's never alone ever again. And it never has to figure out any of the things it's worried about by itself, because you're right here. And so as you take a couple deep breaths, allow this anxious part of you to really take in that support. And feel how that lands and impacts your body. And keep tapping, rocking forward and back gently, and continue to repeat after me. I want you to know that I am so proud of you. You're letting this part know how proud you are of it. I'm so proud of who you are. And I'm so proud of how far we've come, given everything. I'm really proud of you. And no matter what happens, I'm proud of what we're going to get to create together. I'm proud of you no matter what. Here you're letting this contracted part of you know that it is seen and that you fully appreciate and acknowledge how far it's come, who it is, and that you are unconditionally proud of it, no matter what happens. And so allow this anxious part of you to take in that praise, that acknowledgement, and feel that impact and the resonance of it in your body. Feel your body settle and open a little more. And you're still rocking forward and back, still tapping, and continue to speak to your inner part as you repeat after me. And here's the last thing I want you to know, sweetheart. Even when it feels hard, even when what you want feels really far away, and even when it feels like nothing is working, I want you to know that it is actually working. It is always working for you. The whole of life is working for our benefit. In the end, no matter what it seems like right now, it is all working out for us. And here you're letting this part of you know that it is safe to surrender and to trust a greater intelligence. To trust that this greater intelligence has its back no matter what. Feel how knowing that life has you and is conspiring for your happiness and your success. Feel how that lands inside you. As you take a few deep breaths, allow this part of you to feel that next level of support and to really settle in that trust. Feel the resonance of that inside your whole being. And so here you've completed the 5 core missing experience, the 5 basic steps of regulating your nervous system through hatching. And so we're going to do another quick round to see if there's anything else here, because sometimes you have to say it a few times for this part of you that's stuck, blocked, to really let that in. So I want to invite you once again, and you can still keep tapping and keep rocking, but I want to invite you to bring to mind what you were worried or anxious about. And feel how that feels in your body. Can you find any constriction, tightness, or heaviness left? And more than likely you can. So find it in your body, put a hand there. Maybe it's in the same spot, maybe it's somewhere different now. It might even be a different part that's come forward. And so just put your hand wherever you feel that contraction and keep tapping there and keep rocking forward and back gently. And see, what are the words now? How does this worry, this anxiety, what are the felt sense of that, the sensation of that? And if this worried part had words, how would it describe what it's worried about? And maybe it's the same words, maybe they're different words now. And so keep rocking and tapping and breathing, and feel free to repeat after me in your mind as you gently turn towards this worried part and you let them know, hi, sweetheart, I'm here. I see you, I feel you. It's okay to feel XYZ, fill in the blank, and to be worried that XYZ, fill in the blanks. It's okay. I love you no matter what. And I want you exactly as you are. No matter what happens, I love you. And I'm right here with you. I've got you. Whatever comes our way, we're going to figure it out together. You never have to be alone in and with any of it. I've got you, and I have your back, always, no matter what. And I'm so, so proud of you. I'm so proud of who you are and who you have become. Don't forget to breathe. Keep tapping and rocking. And I'm so proud of how far we've come, given everything. And here's the thing. No matter what happens, I see you, and I'm proud of you, always. And finally, I want you to know that no matter what it may seem or feel like right now, no matter how hard it feels, it's working. No matter what's going on at any point of time, life's got you. Even if it doesn't feel like it, in the end, it's always working out for us. And so still rocking, still tapping and breathing. Continue to repeat after me as you worry, as your worried part starts to really take in all these words, and you whisper. So you see, my friend, it's all okay. It's okay to feel XYZ, fill in the blank, and to be worried about fill in the blank. Because I'm right here with you. I love you no matter what. I've got you no matter what. And I'm so damn proud of you, always and forever. And so, no matter what's going on right now, it's all okay because it's working. Even if it doesn't feel like it, it's working. Life is conspiring for our benefit. In the end, it's all always working out for us. And so now take a few deep breaths and slowly stop rocking and tapping. And feel your body settling. Feel your body feeling safe, centered, supported. And just take that in for a minute. Your breath should be deeper and slower. Your body should feel a little heavier. You should feel calmer. Your mind should be quieter. And from this place of feeling seen, acknowledged, loved, praised, and supported, I invite you to ask one last question to your body and to all these worried parts. One final question that will allow us to start to step in expansion. And so you can quietly repeat after me. If you weren't anxious about XYZ, whatever it is that you're anxious about, fill in the blank, and you knew that there was nothing to worry about. So if you weren't worried about what you're worried about, and you knew that there was nothing to worry about, and you could trust that, how would you feel? What would you do differently? And what would become possible for you? And so as you drop that question in your body, what if there was absolutely nothing to worry about? What if it was all taken care of? Feel into that sense of possibility, that peace, that expansion inside you. How does that expansion feel to you? Does it feel like joy? Does it feel like relief? Does it feel like excitement or peace? Does it feel powerful or playful or both? Get a felt sense of what it would feel like if there was absolutely nothing to worry about. What would being this free change for you? What would these parts of you do instead of worrying if they knew they had nothing to worry about? What would it open for you? What could you do if you felt this free, this relaxed? And so keep sensing that in your body and feel where you feel that expansive sense of possibility, of peace, of freedom the most inside your body, and put a hand there. And then I want to invite you to start rocking side to side. So not forward and back, but side to side. And as you feel this expansiveness and you see in your mind what would become possible for you if you never had to worry about a damn thing ever again. And so feel and see this vision of possibility as you continue to rock your body left to right and right to left. Feel the feelings, the peace, the freedom, the relief. See and imagine what you would do instead of worrying. Maybe you'd play more. Maybe you'd relax. Maybe you'd rest. What would become possible and available for you with this level of liberation and expansion? And continue to feel and see all of that as you rock side to side. When you're rocking side to side, you're literally bringing both sides of your brain on board, and you're allowing yourself to feel into this expansive potential, into this new reality, and to take it in. You're rewiring both sides of your brain for a new way of being, for a new life, the right and left hemisphere of your brain. You're allowing your nervous system and your brain to acclimate and familiarize itself with a new reality, a new way of being, feeling, and living. And so keep feeling all those expansive feelings, seeing the vision of what would become possible, knowing that you're helping your body and your nervous system to calibrate to peace, to contentment, to security, to trust, to a reality that you desire. Knowing that this freedom, this aliveness is not only possible, but it's actually normal. You're familiarizing your whole body to it. And so just for another couple breaths, feel the relief. There's nothing to worry about. It's all taken care of. Feel what these parts of you who've been anxious and worried and trying so damn hard, what would they do instead? Sense yourself as you're rocking side to side. Sense yourself opening into trust, receiving yourself in this new reality, receiving that peace, that sweetness, that freedom that you desire. And then when you feel like you really have it, I want to invite you to stop rocking, come to a stop, and drop this expansive vision and all these expansive feelings deep in your belly, like you're dropping a seed in fertile soil. This is a seed that is ready to take roots, to sprout, to bloom. And so for a moment, just feel your body, feel the vibration, the resonance of the work we've done today, of the rewiring we've begun, and of this seed for a new expansive reality, for a new expansive you. Feel the resonance of that seed anchoring deep inside you. And feel this new way of being and living sprouting in your nervous system. And slowly start to come back to your body, to this current reality. Feel that within you something fundamental has changed. Something is rooted and growing in the unseen. Within you and in your life. And know that you are whole and that the entirety of your being has been imprinted with the energetic signature of peace, of trust, of contentment. And so slowly wiggle your toes and fingers. Maybe blink your eyes open and closed a few times. Start to taking the space around you. Maybe noticing something beautiful or nourishing in your environment. And come back to your current self, to your current reality. Feel that sense of safety, of openness, of expansion and possibility alive within you. This is the work that makes everything you do finally work. And through every repetition, through working with each block and wound, you become more and more of the version of yourself who has the capacity to achieve, receive, and hold the life and the business that you desire. And so if you sense that you have been blocking your ease, your visibility, your ability to create and receive abundantly, and you're ready to rewire yourself, your life, your work, your wealth for peaceful growth, consistent results, easeful receiving, without having the stress or second guess or push or sabotage, then I want to invite you and I to do some one-on-one work and to just have one intensive together, a 90-minute intensive where you and I can customize this entire process to you, to your own unique wounds, your own unique blocks, your own unique goals and desires, and really create some expansion in partnership with your nervous system. And so for people who are new, I offer this 90-minute intensive at 60% off. And you'll also receive a guided practice and worksheets to go along with that so that you can kind of hold yourself and take yourself from contraction to expansion over and over. And in this intensive, we're going to explore and figure out your unique wounds that are blocking your progress and your ability to receive what you want. And then we'll take this hatching process and we will go into more depth with it, and I will show you how to customize it to what's going on for you individually in each moment. And so together we'll unlock the power of your nervous system, your brain, and your business to bring out a whole new experience of creating, receiving, and having more in a way that really nourishes all of you. If you want to book this session with me, you can just click the link in the description. I usually have a couple of them every month open at that discount. And I'll leave you with just this last little bit. I want you to remember that you have everything you need to succeed inside you. You are the most powerful and peaceful force in your life. And your nervous system is the path to heal your past, as well as the key to unlocking your potential and the future you're destined for. And I would love to be your guide on this journey of expansion. All right. I hope this practice was helpful. I send you love.